Welcome to this new video. Today we're going to talk about people with extraordinary abilities. How is it possible for someone to cry crystals? How can someone transmit electricity? And what about the man with magnetism? In this video we'll explore the stories behind these abilities, so get ready to be amazed. Let's get started. This individual has a very peculiar head, as he is capable of sticking objects like bottles and peanut butter jars onto his shiny bald head. The objects adhere firmly to his head, defying the laws of gravity, and remain there as if they were aluminum antennas. He doesn't use glue or tape to achieve this, but it appears that his pores are larger than normal and suck in oxygen, acting similarly to the tentacles found in an octopus. This man has an incredible physical ability. He has extremely elastic skin. Gary Turner is able to perform an impressive trick at parties where he can stretch the skin from any part of his body, even in unusual places, far beyond what seems possible. In fact, he can even turn his stomach into a skin shell without suffering from redness or stretch marks. His ability is so amazing that the skin returns to its normal state without leaving any trace. Larry Gomez, also known as the Wolfman, suffers from a rare condition called hypertrichosis, which causes excessive hair growth in over 98 parts of his body, including his face, nose, and eyelids. Born in Mexico with the name Victor Gomez, Larry and his brothers worked in the circus, and due to his appearance, Larry decided to change his name in honor of the main character in the 1941 movie The Wolfman. After a brief stint in the Venice Beach sideshow, Larry moved to the United States, where he found success in several Hollywood productions. Despite having tasted fame, he now enjoys a more peaceful life, married with a child and running his own business of inflatable castles. Jyoti Amch, originally from Nagpur, India, stands at only 24 inches tall, which often leads people to mistake her for a baby. However, Jyoti is a 28-year-old woman, and her energetic and cheerful personality more than makes up for her small stature. While her size may seem like a challenge, there are advantages, such as being able to buy clothes in the children's section of clothing stores. If you're enjoying the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. We upload videos every week. Let's continue. Jeff Dave is known for having the world's largest hands. Due to his oversized forearms and hands, he excelled in arm wrestling, even winning a world champion title. He has always been a passionate Greek wrestler, and his size made him literally perfect for that sport. However, he is now retired and enjoying his well-deserved retirement. Esteban Elchev, a former kickboxing coach turned real-life Magneto, has discovered that he has a strange ability to attract and hold metallic objects to his body. In 2011, Esteban demonstrated his special abilities by holding 50 spoons against his body, and 2 years later added 3 more spoons to gain a Guinness World Record. He has ambitions of moving an airplane or train carriage in the future, but in the meantime, he should make sure to wash all the spoons before storing them. Esteban is considered attractive for his magnetic personality and supernatural skills. Hasma Muslimani, a Lebanese girl, suffers from a rare disease that causes the formation of tiny crystals inside her eyelids, which fall out as tears of glass. Imagining the pain of crying shattered glass is difficult, especially since the pain would only increase the tears. Ayanna Williams had never had trouble scratching an itch before, but for over 28 years she let her nails grow without cutting them since the early 1990s. And by 2018, they had reached a record-breaking 18 feet in length. While they were not the longest nails ever seen, Ayanna was the female champion with the longest nails on a single hand. She spent days painting and caring for them, with up to 4 bottles of nail polish per session. But the longer they grew, the more difficult it became to perform simple tasks like washing dishes or making the bed. For this reason, Ayanna decided to cut her nails and donate them to the Ripley's Believe It or Not Museum in Florida, where her record will be preserved forever. Which one caught your attention the most so far? Let us know in the comment box. Shanghai's Jiang Xia holds the Guinness World Record title for the longest eyelashes, making women around the world envious. In 2016, she claimed the title when the lashes on her left upper eyelid measured 4.8 inches, but since then, her lashes have continued to grow and her longest lash now measures over 8 inches. Although doctors and scientists have not found a reason for the continued growth of her lashes, Jiang Xia has embraced her peculiar appearance and combs them back in a style she says replaces eyeliner and eyeshadow. Despite there being no genetic markers or illnesses, she is the only one in her family with this condition. Rajmohan has the ability to conduct electricity without being harmed, meaning he could touch electrical cables and power electrical devices simply by touching the power cable anywhere on his skin. He is able to do this without suffering the lethal effects that a normal person would experience when coming into contact with such high amounts of electricity. It is important to note that even 50 milliamps of electricity can be lethal to humans. So, Rajmohan's ability to conduct up to 4 amps of electricity without being harmed seems remarkable and even dangerous. Zion Clark is an exceptional athlete who was born without legs, but instead of relying on a wheelchair, he constantly strives to be the best version of himself. He trains intensely to improve his speed, strength, and ability, and is able to perform feats that most able-bodied people cannot do. Despite his disability, Zion strives to overcome his limitations and be a standout athlete. When Chef Boy Bones appeared on America's Got Talent, his performance was so startling that the audience wasn't prepared for what they were about to see. At first, the chef's routine was low-key, with a slow-paced rap and some clever interactions with the audience. However, everything changed when he approached the judges' table with his eyes bulging out of their sockets. This left everyone wondering what was happening. Even though Chef's lyrics weren't impressive, this didn't matter too much to the audience. Sofia Vergara was the only one who said she didn't like it, while the rest of the panel wanted to see more. Unfortunately, Chef didn't make it to the quarterfinals of AGT, but this hasn't stopped him from capitalizing on his talent. Since then, he has appeared in several commercials, music video clips, and TikToks, putting his intensity in the spotlight. Francisco Domingos Joaquim, man with the world's largest mouth. If you have a secret that you need to keep secret, make sure you don't share it with Francisco Domingos Joaquim, also known as the Angolan Jawbreaker. He is famous for having the widest mouth in the world, a record recognized by the Guinness Book of World Records. Francisco was first discovered on the streets of Luanda, the capital of Angola, while astonishing passers-by by pulling and pushing cans into his sideways mouth. After searching on YouTube, researchers finally found him in Angola and officially measured his mouth. The record he set in 2010 of an unstretched mouth of 6.69 inches remains unbeaten to this day. In the Big Mouth competition in Rome, no contestant has been able to surpass this Angolan's impressive jaw. Sultan Kosen, the tallest man in the world. Sultan Kosen is the tallest living man in the world due to his condition of gigantism that caused uncontrollable growth since his childhood. After growing to a height of 8 feet and 2 inches, Sultan made a cane to walk and cannot stand for long periods of time. Those were the most extravagant people in the world. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to activate the bell to join us the next video. See you next time.